Somerset levels have been officially declared a major incident by the local council in the hope that the rest of the United Kingdom will now come to their aid.
Parts of the county have been underwater for weeks, and Somerset Council wants outside assistance to cope with the scale of the emergency.
But there's confusion about what the cry for help actually means. Clinton Rogers is on the levels tonight. Clinton.
David, you are right, there is confusion. What does it mean? Well, that frankly depends on who you ask. I think more than anything else, it's sending a message to government and to anyone else who will listen that what we have here now is a problem that isn't going away, in fact a problem that is getting worse. You touched on the fact that they're looking for help. Maybe the military? Possibly. One thing's for sure, whatever form that help takes, it's desperately needed.
The knock at the door, no one wants.
Good afternoon, madam. We're from Devon Somerset Fire and Rescue Service.
This afternoon, the fire service were going door to door in Moorland, warning around 30 householders their homes are now at risk. Day and night, the Environment Agency is pumping water off the moors. As the rains continue to fall, so in places the waters continue to rise. Civic leaders say that declaring this a major incident should open the door to more help coming in.
We're not getting on top of it, and more water is on the way. So we're saying to government, look, we need outside help. Now, whether that comes in the shape of the military coming in to assist, we've had too many A roads blocked for far too long.
But those at risk can't wait for help from the outside. They are preparing for the worst, and in the case of this man, making plans to evacuate his home.
We're getting ready to evacuate. My son and his family have come down to help us today in order to put things up on bricks and do whatever we can indoors to alleviate the problem.
Amid increasingly bitter rows about who is to blame for all of this, people affected by the floods staged a protest this afternoon outside the offices of the Environment Agency, the organisation, they say, that's turned a problem into a crisis.
Excuse the pun, we've been hung out to dry. I mean, nobody's interested, they're not interested.
It's the responsibility of the Environment Agency to dredge the rivers to stop this happening again.
The agency say they are doing all they can in the face of exceptional weather, but they say these floods won't be going down anytime soon.
The system is so full that it's not going to go away in the next fortnight. It's going to be with us, for at least a month, and could be further topped up during this period. So really it's the long haul.
Not a message that goes down well here. With more heavy rain forecast at the weekend, anger is turning to fear. Well, joining me now is the Bridgwater and West Somerset MP Ian Liddle-Granger. Ian, let me just ask you, people are saying, what does this mean? What sort of help? Army? I mean, could we actually see army boots on the ground here?
Oh, it's quite likely, and I've spoken to military people today and said, look, could they start thinking about planning?
But doing what? What actually could you have them do?
You've got to take this from the top. We need more capacity here. We need more flood defences brought in. The EA haven't got that sort of capacity. The military have. We could also actually see a lot more people coming down from the Environment Agency to start building up the defences, not just here, throughout Borough Bridge. And finally, more importantly, we actually need the government to start talking about the recovery phase. This will eventually stop. We've got to get the water out of here, and we've got to get people back to normal as quickly as possible.
Nitty gritty, let's look at specifics. I'm hearing talk, for instance, at the A361, the main road from Taunton to Glastonbury. Maybe the army could come in and build a bridge there. Realistic?
No, I don't think that is realistic, but I think the army could do an awful lot. There are things they could do at Muchney. There are certainly things they could do to shore up the defences. They have enormous heavy lifting equipment, and they could actually easily do that. So it is easy to put this together. The government is aware of it. I've written to the Prime Minister twice today. Both the letters have gone to him just to ask for help, and also to see if he'll come down and see just what the situation is like on the ground.
There are people saying, though, let's be fair, and with apologies to those people who are affected, it's tens of people, not hundreds of people. Therefore, the government won't listen too much, will they?
I think it's absolutely rubbish. You've got a 60,000 population town in Taunton, 30,000 in Bridgwater, just between here. We are standing between the two. we are actually getting water still rising. This is not the case that there's nothing here. We've got a motorway through the middle, we've got a main railway line, we've got the main road into the West Country on the other side. This is ridiculous. I mean, absolutely not the argument at all. And the government accepts that, and that's why Chris Smith last year said we've got to get these rivers dredged.
Dredging, I know, is the issue that keeps coming up, Mr. Littlegranger. Thank you very much indeed. The rain continues to fall. More forecasts for Sunday. People here fearing the worst, but hoping for the best.
Clinton, thanks for getting soaked on our behalf. Please give our best wishes to those people affected there. Thank you.
And it's hard to believe, but more heavy rain is forecast over the weekend. Ian is here now.